The next award is the International Code Council Fire Service Award, which is presented to my good friend, Fulton Cochran, Deputy Fire Marshal for Henderson, Nevada.
Would you hold that? Thank you. Well, good morning, or is it afternoon by now? I'm deeply honored to be recognized by the International Code Council as the 2013 recipient of the Fire Service Award. This acknowledgement of my efforts in strengthening and promoting fire prevention is deeply appreciated. I would like to thank the ICC membership, the Board of Directors, and the Awards Committee, led by Director Greg Wheeler, for this honor. Within every career, you never know how the people you meet will influence your future. Accordingly, I need to recognize a few individuals, some of whom are here in the audience. During my time in Breckenridge and Summit County, Colorado, Fire Chief Virgil Davis, Town Building Official Jerry Booth, and County Building Official Greg Keith all shared with me their perspectives on code enforcement. My home for the past 20 years has been Henderson, Nevada, where I had the privilege of working for Fire Marshal Jim Madden. In Southern Nevada, Ron Lynn is the one building official that I depend on for advice and guidance. Nationally, I would like to thank Jim Tidwell and Chief Jackie Gibbs for their support and able counsel as I have led the Fire Service Membership Council these last few years. Finally, and most of all, none of this would be possible without the support of my wife, Donna, who has endured my conference calls, working from home, and traveling extensively over the past 27 years for ICC. This award will always have a place of honor. Thank you again. To be the fire official for the city of Henderson is like a dream come true. To watch a city grow from 80,000 people in 1993 to today, 270,000, and a city that has been able to learn from its sister cities and cities across the country with a strong infrastructure and a thriving fire protection community. I knew I wanted to be a firefighter when in my hometown I saw the volunteers running out and helping people. At a certain age, 21, I was able to join my hometown volunteer fire department and join the ranks of fire service nationally. I have been a firefighter since 1975. Boy, that's a long time now. Started as a volunteer firefighter in my hometown, Manitou Springs, Colorado. Did that for 5 years. Then I moved up the road to halfway between Colorado Springs and Denver to the Woodmore Monument Fire Protection District, and I was hired there as a career firefighter, and I was there for 2 years. It was also at that time that I got my first training in fire prevention. Then I moved up to Breckenridge, was hired as a fire inspector, and was there for 8 years. After Breckenridge, and in promotion to fire marshal in that time, but Breckenridge was unique in that I got to be a combination firefighter. So fire marshal during the day, but if the alarm went off, I got to respond on calls, got to do everything from be a firefighter to incident commander. Came out here to Southern Nevada, was hired by the City of Henderson in 1993. Fire department, I was the first fire plans examiner hired by the City of Henderson. Promoted to deputy fire marshal in 1997, and that's the position that I've held until today. I'm very proud of the fact that Henderson has provided me this opportunity to advance my career along this path. The key changes that have occurred during my career in the fire service primarily are involving the fire protection systems. we have a much higher reliance on fire alarm systems and sprinkler systems. And these systems have led to a significant reduction in the loss of life and property to fire. Fire codes enter into a day-to-day work in the fire department on the operations floor, just like when the firefighter puts on their uniform shirt. They come to work, they put on the codes. They know that as they respond to a building, they have to size it up and know what codes it was built under based on construction type and the characteristics they see of the building and react accordingly. Code development is a priority for me because that's where the change occurs, and that's where the code recognizes what needs to change to take advantage of either lessons learned, new technologies, or looking ahead into the future and anticipating what it appears to be a problem. My advice to other fire officials is to always be a good listener. What I've learned is that the fire problems are the same all across this country. What differs are the solutions. And the way you find those solutions is by networking and talking to your peers at code conferences and code hearings and learning what they're up to. The ICC membership benefit that is most important to me is the certification program that is offered by ICC. That program has allowed me to obtain and keep the jobs that I've held because they are the prerequisites. In addition to the certification benefit, the training benefits that are offered by ICC are superior and second to none. They provide the foundation and the ongoing education that is needed for somebody in my position. I am very proud of the fact that the City of Henderson, as a premier city, has made the commitment to putting residential sprinkler systems in all new homes in Henderson. Starting with the adoption of the '09 codes, we adopted the International Residential Code intact with no changes. And just this month we adopted the 12 codes that will go into effect in 2014 with no changes, and again the International Residential Code and its requirement for residential sprinkler systems. These will provide a lasting legacy of the instant firefighters and life-saving protection for residential communities inside the City of Henderson. The ability to serve the public. It sounds corny and old-fashioned, but I take tremendous pride and get a lot of enjoyment out of seeing happy customers and knowing that they are provided with the highest quality fire protection that we can provide as a city.